When my wealthy birth parents found out I was their lost biological son and came to take me home, I turned them down without hesitation. Because I have a super cashback system, I get instant rebates every time I spend money. As for young Master Jia's obsession with being the heir of the Su family, I couldn't care less. So, when my long-lost sister Su Xinyan came to find me, I didn't look thrilled like she wanted. I calmly agreed to do a DNA test with her. Outside the testing room, Su's father was already waiting. When he saw me, I saw a flash of shock in his eyes. Because we looked so much alike. "Hi, I'm Su Guangjing. Your uncle." My simple "okay" completely shut Su Fu up. "Let's use hair for the DNA test. I don't want a blood draw or a throat swab." So I chose to pull out a hair. Su Fu didn't care. Whatever I picked was fine. The doctor was really skilled. It took just a moment to pull out some hair. After storing the sample, the doctor finally spoke. "The results will take at least half an hour. Please wait a bit." "Alright, you agreed to the DNA test. And I've done my part. If there's nothing else, I'm heading out. Right now, all I want is to go home, lay on my bed, and pass out." Su Fu looked like he wanted to say something as I left. But Su Xinyan blocked his way. "Dad, calm down. He still feels distant from us. Just see him as a kid still. Let's talk when the test is done." In Su Xinyan's mind, as long as the DNA results prove I'm a Su by blood, I'd go back home eventually. After all, what the Su family can give is way more than I could ever earn in a lifetime. "Don't tell your mom and your brother about this yet. Let's wait for the results." His wife always treated Qian like her own eyes. If she finds out Su Xian isn't their real son, who knows how badly she'll take it. And there's Qian, who they've raised for 21 years. That bond runs deep. You can't just walk away from that. I just hope, after I return, the two brothers can get along. Su's dad's thinking sounds nice, but he never asked if I wanted to come back, or if Su Xian wants to get along with me. Meanwhile, I left the hospital, grabbed a taxi to my apartment, and called my landlord grandma to let her know I'd stop renting next month. Then I went straight to the kitchen to make dinner. Since I had work the next day, I washed up and went to bed early. Slept all night, no dreams. Next morning, 6 a.m. I was woken by the system's task alert. "Host, spent your 4 million reward before midnight tonight." After unlocking and accepting the task, I had breakfast at home, then jogged to the subway. I went with the rush hour crowd into the station, checked the direction I needed, and followed others onto the train. Morning rush hour in Dijin. Packed trains are totally normal. I felt like I was getting squashed flat. After I got off the subway, I finally breathed easier, loosened up a little, and headed to my company's tower. Queued for the elevator, clocked in on the 20th floor, and started the workday. I had just sat down at my desk when the GM showed up at the department door. "Sunyanbai, come to my office." I was confused, so I looked at Liang next to me. "What's going on?" Liang had no clue either, though we both wondered why. The GM called, so I had to go. I walked to the GM's office door, knocked and heard, "Come in." Pushed the door open and saw Su Xinyan sitting on the sofa. The GM wasn't there. No need to guess. Su Xinyan used the GM's name to get me there. She tossed me an envelope. I knew. It was the DNA test result for Su's dad and me. I picked up the envelope on the desk, opened it up, and quickly saw the father-son match was 99.9%. I got the answer. But I already said, I'm not going back to the Su family. As far as I'm concerned, my life right now is great. Your sudden arrival is not something that makes me happy. I'm not that kid who craved parental love anymore. I'm fully capable of being happy on my own. Su Xinyan didn't know how to describe her feelings. Of course, she wanted me to go home, be a family again, but I clearly didn't think so. I didn't even want to recognize them. "You are my brother. That's a fact. Su family blood can't just be lost. I'll just assume you haven't adjusted yet. 1 week from now, I hope you'll be in a better mindset and come home with me." Though Su Xinyan feels bad for what I've suffered, she's also the Su family's heiress. She's used to being at the top. So when someone goes against her, it's novel the first time, but annoying the second. Su Xinyan didn't give me a chance to refuse, and left the GM's office right after. I quickly left too, heading back to my desk. Finally made it to the end of the workday. I said bye to Liang at the entrance, and went straight to the mall across from work. But I didn't go to the luxury floor. I headed right to the 12th floor food court. Before splurging, I had to treat my stomach first. With money in my pocket, I even walked with more confidence. I picked a place. A cozy Chinese restaurant. After the food came, as usual, I let social media eat first. Took some pics. Made sure I had enough for a 9-grid post. Then put my phone down and dug in. After hot pot, headed straight for the luxury floor. Yesterday, I bought Tiffany jewelry. And an Hermès men's bag. Today, I decided to start with the third store. Which is Cartier. I'd heard a bit about this brand. From coworkers. The staff at Cartier already knew about the money I spent at the first 3 stores yesterday. Because of their sales group chat. They had thought it was a shame. This low-key rich guy almost came into shop. But the watch store got him first. Unexpectedly. I came again today. Just as mysterious and low-key. Only wearing a $3,000 Hermès platinum silver bracelet. Rumor is, yesterday in less than 10 minutes. I bought it. 2 watches worth nearly $1 million combined. Hello, sir. I'm the Cartier in-store rep, Little Golden Cat. Welcome, thank you for coming. I nodded. Didn't ask for an intro. Just browsed by myself. This men's bag looks pretty good. I'm drawn to simple designs. Not a fan of big logos. Yeah, this one looks nice. Xiaoqing looks a bit disappointed. This bag isn't even 10 grand. But since yesterday, he knows I've got money. So he smoothly took the bag from the display. And let me try it on. Great taste. This mini bag uses premium calfskin. The chain is detachable. It looks great on you. Suits you very well. Wrap it up. And I'll take one of these rings too. Besides the men's bag, I found another piece I liked. A rose gold diamond ring from the collection. Price, $440,000. Add the bag for $10,000. That's $450,000 total. Price, $440,000. Add the bag, Xiaoqing suddenly grins. Turns out the low-key rich legend is true. After leaving Cartier, I went to the LV store. I'm not a big fan of LV's latest outfits. But I really like their golden cube bag. Very unique design. Lucky me. There was only one left in store. And I bought it. Still, I'm not thrilled with this spending speed. So I set my sights on skincare. Now that I've got money. Of course I need to stay sharp. I started shopping for men's skincare brands. Bought several well-known top-tier brands. Skincare sets. And several boxes of face masks. Figured I'd compare and see which works best. Next time, I'll know which one to buy. Just as I finished my spree, my phone rang. Saw it was a strange number. I picked up without thinking. Scams are everywhere these days. Better not answer unknown calls. Right then, the system popped up that I'd finished my spending task. Task reward, 12 million, with triple cashback. Already deposited under my name. Savings card and ownership of Dingxi Tower. All documents have been added to the system pack. Host, please check your pack. Dingxi Tower. Is that the building I'm thinking of? I can't wait to see the documents. I quickly flagged down a taxi. Asked to go to Xingyu residence. As soon as I got in, someone called me again. Same number as before. I hesitated, but answered. Hello? Hi, it's me, Su Xinyan. When I heard the name Su Xinyan, I frowned without realizing. What do you want? Qian woke up. Somehow found out he's not a Su family kid. It's been bugging him. Do you have time now? Come to Kongda Hospital. No. I said no right away. I wasn't raised by the Su family. I don't have that much time. Why should I be responsible for Su Xinyan's mood? I hung up immediately. And while I was at it, I blocked Su Xinyan's number. At Kongda Hospital. Right outside Qian's hospital room. Su Xinyan heard that deep male voice on the line. She realized quickly. She's just been blocked. Well? When's he coming? Mr. Su was also outside, watching his daughter on the phone. Su Xinyan's lips trembled a bit. In the end, she told the truth. He's not coming. Just blocked me a second ago. Can't hide it anymore. Su Xinyan just told it straight. Mr. Su went silent. He never expected this outcome. Why won't he come? Even you, his sister, personally called him. What more do you want? Su's mom had never met her real son. She didn't really feel much for him. But hearing her son got turned down, she thought even less of me. Su Xinyan stayed quiet. That's just how things are now. She can't kidnap me here, right? On my end, I rode the taxi back to Xingyu residence. The LV staff delivered all my LV purchases. Straight to Xingyu residence. After the LV staff left, I finally had time to open my system pack. And checked out the property certificates. Once I was done reading, I put them all back in the system pack. Then, I started organizing everything I bought the past 2 days. Sorted everything out. Kitchen stuff goes to the kitchen. Took some to the bedroom. Put the rest in the walk-in closet. 6 a.m. in the morning. Got woken up by the system's loud task alert. Stared wide-eyed at my phone screen. Saw today's spending task. Eyes went dark. Task requirements. Spend 6 million before midnight tonight. You must complete the task at any auto market in Daijing. 3rd Gen reward unlock. Daijing Auto Market. Isn't that all the way out in the suburbs? If I'm going to finish today's spending task, gotta take a day off. But I already called in sick recently. If I skip again, my manager probably won't be thrilled. Forget it for now. I'll go to work this morning. See how things play out this afternoon. Got out of bed. Brushed teeth, washed up, got dressed. Since I'm staying at Xingyu Residence today, I took a cab to Dingxi Tower. As soon as I walked in the lobby, heard someone call out excitedly. Rushing closer. Young Master Su. Isn't that the property manager, Wang Dafu? Wang Dafu, who's got a 3-month belly, came running over awkwardly. Hustled towards me fast. Came right up to me. I squinted a bit. Suddenly realized. I'm now the only owner of Dingxi Tower. Guess that's why Wang Dafu is looking for me. Morning, Mr. Wang. Anything important for me? For Wang Dafu to be property manager, reading people is a must. Got my hint right away. Trying to keep a low profile, huh? He gets rich people's down-to-earth games. It's about my niece's tutoring. Last time I asked you for help, young Master Su. If you had any friends who wanted a tutoring job. How's that going? I shot Wang Dafu a knowing look. Yes, Mr. Wang. Add me on WeChat. I'll send you their contacts. I pull up my QR code. To add a friend. And hand it to Wang Dafu. Wang Dafu pulls out his phone. Opens up WeChat. And scans my code. Mr. Wang, if anything comes up, we'll talk on WeChat. Sure, sounds good. Wang Dafu knew exactly what to do. Nothing else then. I'll head to work now. After chatting for a bit, 10 minutes had already passed. If I didn't leave now, I'd definitely be late. I still have to punch in. Go ahead, get to work. I headed straight for the elevator. And soon reached the 20th floor. Walking into the office area, I politely greeted everyone I saw. And quickly reached my desk. Nian Bai's here. My senior, Li Ying, greeted me. Morning, Ying. Just as I sat down, I got a message from Wang Dafu. It was Dingxi's quarterly report. And a list of the building's tenants. There were notes on special tenants, like those with discounts or late dates. However, that was their deal with the old owner. With me, that won't fly. I quickly addressed this issue. And messaged Wang Dafu back. For this quarter's rent, it must be paid on time per the contract. For those who won't cooperate, I'll terminate the lease unilaterally. And find new tenants. Before, with those connected tenants, Wang had to beg for rent. But things are different now. The entire Dingxi building is now under my name alone. And as the property manager, he is my representative here. If tenants have issues, they have to go through him to reach me. That's a huge difference. He used to be their servant, but now he's the one in charge. Wang quickly drafted a notice and sent it to all the tenants. Meanwhile, I got into work mode. Near the end of the morning, I took my leave request form and walked into the supervisor's office. You've been taking a lot of leave. Taking off all the time. If the higher-ups ask, I won't know what to say. The supervisor looked at my form. He'd just given me a day off. And now I wanted another half day. Why do you need leave so often? Sir, I really have things to do. If you won't approve it, then I'll just have to quit. I spoke with a straight face. Are you serious? He realized I wasn't joking. I was truly ready to resign. Dead serious. Fine, I'll approve it this time. But about resigning, you should really think it over. Our company's pay and benefits are quite good for this industry. If you choose to leave now, down the road, you might not find a better job. He signed the request form, lecturing me while he wrote. After all, a talented, high-output intern is rare. Hard to come by, really. Barring any accidents, I'd definitely be the first intern to get a full-time offer. Thanks, boss. I'll think about it. I took the form, said nothing more, and left his office. So, did he sign it? Li Ying was shocked to hear. I was taking more leave. Gen Z is so bold. I waved the form at her. Of course. I always get what I want. Li Ying gave me a thumbs up. She admired my leave-taking skills. It was almost clock-out time. I dropped the form off and left. See you tomorrow. See ya, Ying. Leaving the Dingxi building, I took a cab to the south suburbs Motor City. The sales staff there were like luxury boutique staff. They judge you by your looks. I showed up alone, looking like a first-time buyer. Aside from my watch, I wore no big-name brands. Authenticity, TBD. A first-timer for sure, but showing zero nervousness. He clearly came prepared. Summary. Potential customer. But not a big spender. Still, a sale is a sale. A salesman soon approached. Hi, I'm Li Chi from the VW dealership. What kind of car are you looking for? VW? They don't have any particularly expensive cars. I see. What's your budget then? I can recommend a brand for you. Li Chi didn't expect to be rejected, but he adjusted quickly. If he couldn't make the sale, he could refer me to a friend. The Motor City's rule is, if a referred customer buys, the referrer gets a 0.5% cut. It's not much, but money is money. Wait, did you say 6 million? Okay, 6 million. You said your budget is 6 million? Li Chi thought my budget was 100K, and I just didn't like VW. He never expected 6 million. No wonder I wouldn't buy a VW. I nodded, confirming his question. Please wait a moment. I'll get someone to help you. Got a brand in mind? Since they can't sell across brands, Li Chi had to refer me. He tagged everyone in the sales group. $6 million deal. First come, first served. People replied quickly, but not everyone believed him. Faced with this, Li Chi wasn't surprised. With so many salesmen here, there were always some skeptics. Soon, a young salesman from the Rolls-Royce dealership walked over. Li Chi looked at him and knew he was sent by the others. They didn't believe the customer actually had the money, but didn't want to miss out. So they sent an intern instead. This wasn't the first time. Interns usually can't close deals anyway. Mr. Su. I'm Li Yi from Rolls-Royce. With your budget, we have many great models to choose from. I'm really not picky about car brands. As long as I can spend the 6 million, that's all that matters. Let's go check it out. This way, please. Li isn't too confident about this deal. It's not like he was pushed into it or anything. The main reason is, Li Chi usually looks out for him. He doesn't want Li Chi to get embarrassed. But when he heard Li Chi say my budget is 6 million, he couldn't help but wonder. Could I really be a hidden millionaire? What type of car are you most interested in? Our cars lean more toward business styles. The performance is sports car level, but the models are mostly business-oriented. Most people who buy Rolls-Royce are successful middle-aged folks. Usually a bit older. Can you give me some recommendations? Li Chi just told you. My budget is 6 million. Show me a few options. I really don't know much about these luxury cars. So, are you interested in an SUV? The Cullinan is actually priced pretty well. It might be a bit over budget, but it shouldn't be an issue for you. As you talk, you walk me to the Cullinan area. If you'd like a test drive, I can help you sign up here too. Anything a bit smaller? I can't deny. The Cullinan is a car a lot of guys love. But I'm alone. No need for something that big. A bit smaller, please. How about this Wraith? Do you like it? Though this car only seats 2. The price is also a bit lower. Li takes me over to the Wraith. The body is deep black. The lines are smooth and sleek. It instantly grabbed my attention. After meeting so many customers, Li Yi's pretty good at reading micro-expressions. He's got some experience. He knows this Wraith was the right call. So, what's the out-the-door price for this one? If I sign the contract, how long before I get the car? Do you handle the plates and insurance? In Daijing, buying a car, getting a license plate is not easy. If your dealership handles everything, it'll make things way easier for me. The final price depends on the options you pick. We can do all the paperwork for you. We build each car to order. Fastest is about half a month. There's no way around that. Hearing Li Yi's answer, I nod. All right. Order one for me, all cash. My straightforwardness stunned Li Yi for a second, but he quickly bounced back. Sure thing. I'll go get the contract ready. Please have a seat and relax. Li Yi brings me into the shop and seats me on the guest sofa. He even pours me a cup of warm water, then rushes off to get the contract. Hi there, I'm Wang Jian, the top salesman here. Xiao Li, who was helping you, can't come right now. He asked me to help instead. I pick up the warm water and take a sip. Oh, so you're helping him out. So, who gets the sale commission? Whose numbers does this go to? I recognize this cheap trick instantly. It's obvious. So, Xiao Li can't help you right now. So anything that happens is his responsibility. He didn't say it straight out, but we all know what's up. No problem, I'm not in a rush. I can wait a bit. These salespeople never make a move until there's a sure thing. But when there's money on the table, they pounce. I don't care about the rest. But I don't want to give sales to guys like this. If you're willing to wait, it's Xiao Li's luck. But as a staff member here, my biggest concern is keeping you waiting. I've got the contract ready. Take a look. Wang Jian pulls out a contract from his briefcase and tries to hand it to me. I don't take it. I just quietly stare at Wang Jian. He gets kind of nervous with me staring. But for the sake of his commission, he still tries. As a senior salesman, I can give you a better discount than Xiaoli. Handing over the contract doesn't work. So he changes his approach. No way someone would turn down a discount, right? With a car this expensive, even a 0.1% discount means a lot of money. Anyone else might take the offer. But I just want to spend money, not save it. Thanks, but I'm not interested in discounts. I finally found a car at the right price. If there's a discount, my spending target just gets harder. Makes things more difficult for me. So I'll have to pass. After a long wait, Li Yi finally comes back with the contract. Who knows how long he ran around. He's all sweaty. Young Master Su, I'm really sorry. The manager called me in for a work talk. Sorry to keep you waiting. Li Yi looks embarrassed. If the boss calls, he can't say no. But when he sees Wang Jian by my side, Li Yi doesn't look too happy. Oh hey, Wang. Why are you here? He asks anyway. But both of them know exactly why Wang Jian showed up. We both know what's up. Heh. I just saw young Master Su waiting here for a while. So I came over to help entertain you. Now that you're back, I'll stop being in the way. You two talk. Because I knew I'd never be my own client. Wang Jian, I don't want to waste any more time here. Is the contract all ready? Let's sign it now. I still have things to do after signing. The Phantom costs way less than 6 million. I double-checked with Chengdu online. Cars under 1 million that are good for men. I'll go check out the Porsche store later. Here's the contract. 3 copies in total. We keep one, you get one. And the third goes to the law firm. If you see any problems, just let us know. I picked up one of the contracts to read. Random spend, can you scan the contract for the owner? I just grabbed the contract. And suddenly I heard Random Spend's voice in my head. Go ahead and scan it. It's my first time with a car purchase contract too. Don't want to get scammed. No thoughts. So Random Spend has a hidden contract scanning feature too. I'm pretty happy with that. After the scan, it confirmed the contract was legal and compliant. No traps at all. Owner, you can sign with confidence now. Hearing Random Spend's reminder, I smiled a bit. Their contract's fairly decent. No need for me to argue with them. The contract looks fine. Let's wrap this up first. I take a pen out of my bag and sign my name on the last page of the contract. Stamped 10 fingerprints. Li also signed his name as the agent and did 10 prints. Company stamp. He'd already had someone stamp it earlier when he grabbed the contract. After we finished signing, Li took me to the cashier to pay. The final price was 5.5 million. I'm still 500,000 short of the 6 million target today. I want to order another car worth about 500,000. Do you have any recommendations? Even if I pay some extra myself, I absolutely have to spend 6 million today. So you mean you want to order one more car? Li didn't expect me, having just spent 5.5 million, to want to buy another car. Even if the price drops by 10 times this time, that's still a lot for them. Yeah, just a regular car for guys. Then I suggest Porsche. They have a few models that are good for men. There's a Cayenne model under 1 million. A lot of guys love that one. As soon as I heard that, my eyes lit up. Let me take a look. Casually fold up the 5.5 million contract, put it in my bag, and head out of the Rolls-Royce dealership. Walked over to the Porsche showroom. Having just put down an order at the Rolls-Royce store for a Rolls-Royce Phantom. They'd already shared it in the sales group. So when I walked into the Porsche store, I got the warmest welcome ever. Hello, sir. I'm Lilith, the top sales rep here. Is there anything I can help you with? She's extra sweet to big customers like me. Even her voice sounds nicer. As soon as I entered the Porsche shop, I spotted, among the display cars, the classy, simple white one. That car looks nice. Which one is it? You mean the classic white Cayenne? That's our best-selling car. It's really popular with a lot of guys. Would you like to test drive it? I can set it up for you right now. When I asked about the classic white, he knew today's sale was almost in the bag. There's a reason guys love the classic white Cayenne. Makes sense. No need. Do you have one available now? Or do I have to order like the other place? I live at Sinew Mansion now, so I do need a car for getting to work. Makes life easier. Living at Sinew Mansion, both subway and cabs are hassle. Always a long wait. You're really lucky. We just got one in today. We're notifying everyone. If you want it, I can go straight to the manager and ask to hold it for you. The manager knows the difference between a real deal and a maybe. Trust me, he won't need convincing. Classic white might be popular with rich guys, but they can't guarantee it'll sell. Leaving it unsold for too long is risky. So, selling it fast is the way to go. Sounds good, you go do that. I came here just to check out the classic white. Now that I've seen it, I really like it. Since you have one ready, I'll take it. Doesn't matter who they had planned for it. It's mine now. Okay, please wait here a sec. I'll be right back. Lilith poured me a cup of hot water, then quickly went to find the manager. While I sat and waited, a lot of people noticed me. Some were curious about who I am. Others wondered if I could really afford a Cayenne. Some girls wondered if they could flirt with me. But when I lifted my hand to play with my phone, the Tiffany T series showed by accident. Diamond men's ring. They realized quickly. Not many people would just wear a ring worth over 300K like that. Clearly not hurting for cash. A while later Lilith jogged back, holding a few contracts. Young Master Sue, the manager, already agreed to sell you the classic white Cayenne. Here's the contract I just prepared. Take a look. Lilith quickly picked out one copy and handed it over. I took the contract and had random spend scan it for me again. You'll help with the license and insurance, right? No worries. We handle all of that for you. Lilith gave me a firm answer. Now, I was comfortable signing my name on it and put down my fingerprint. Lilith checked all 3 contracts, then took me to the cashier. I handed the black gold card the system gave me to the cashier. Payment went through fast. But since I passed 6 million in spending, the system took another 330,000 from my savings card to hit 880,000 for the Cayenne. Had to finish spending before midnight. But 6 million is done. I triggered a 4x rebate, 24 million. It's already been sent to my savings account. Ownership certificates for South Suburb Auto City are already in the system's backpack. Check your items. When the task complete sound played, my mouth fell open a bit. The system's really getting generous now. With all these rebates, my bank account is almost at 100 million. Not to mention, we still haven't received the rent for Ding's Tower this month. If the rent comes through smoothly, I'll probably turn into a billionaire in no time. And there's also the Auto Expo Center. From what the system says, what I own is the full property rights to the entire Auto Expo Center. Which means I'll have more rent coming in. My desire to quit working is peaking right now. The paperwork for this will take about an hour. Would you like to wait here? Or come back in about an hour? Or can you leave a contact number, so when it's done, I can give you a call? Lilith smiles sweetly, and her voice is just as sweet when she talks to me. No worries, I'll just sit and wait here. You go ahead with the paperwork. It's only 1 hour. I'll just scroll through some short videos. The time will fly by. Alright, I'll be as quick as I can. Lilith takes the contract and leaves, quickly disappearing into the shop. I sit back down where I was, take out my phone to kill some time. But before I can play for long, someone else calls me. The screen shows an unknown number. I hang up without hesitation. Didn't expect the same number to call again right away. So I have to pick up. Hello? Sunyan Bai. Where are you, Su Sunyan? Ugh, it's her again. She just won't let up. Where I am has nothing to do with you. Why are you calling me? What's up? I seriously don't get it. Since even Su Xian is upset over the real and fake young master thing, and is in a bad mood, why are you still making me go back to the Su family? I've said several times that I'm not going back. Not going back. Why does it seem like you just don't understand plain words? Xian fainted because of you. Don't you feel even a little bit guilty? Qian is still in the hospital. And yet you're out partying. I'm just baffled. Are you crazy? How does Su Xian fainting have anything to do with me? I haven't even shown up in front of him from start to finish. You're blaming me for this? Why don't you reflect on yourself a little? How come you guys couldn't keep it a secret? Letting Su Xian get so upset that she fainted. Maybe you didn't feed her. Malnutrition. Anemia caused by not eating well. There are so many reasons that could explain her fainting. But you just have to tie it to me. Su Xinyan, the hell, you really think I'm stupid? I tore into her and cursed her out. Su Xinyan was actually quiet for once. She knows I'm telling the truth. I've never shown up in front of Qian. So why does she think Qian's fainting is my fault? Su Xinyan feels like something's off. Alright, if you're just calling me just to talk about this, then forget it. I hung up without hesitation and blocked her right after. Doesn't matter how many new numbers Su Xian finds. I just block every call she makes. Let's see who wins, my blacklist or her new numbers. Who's going to run out first, her or me? Just as I hung up, someone suddenly started clapping hard nearby. I instinctively looked toward the sound. Looked over. I saw a girl dressed pretty flashy. She was grinning at me. But I can tell for sure, I don't know her. If I'd seen someone this bold before, I'd definitely remember. Hey, my name's Lu Qingqing. What's yours? She saw me looking at her and hurried over. Sat right across from me. You have a nice voice. Your steady rant just now was impressive. I'd love to get to know you. I'm speechless, lady. Why are you so easily distracted? All those years of fighting mean nothing. As an orphan, I have to be a bit tough. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made it this far. Are you here to buy a car, or what? Lu Qingqing laughed at herself. Ha. Guess I asked something useless. Just being nosy. Did you pick one yet? If you're not sure, I could help you choose. Not bragging. I know cars pretty well. Lu Qingqing's really friendly. No need, I already bought one. Just waiting for the paperwork. Nice, what did you buy? I'm thinking of getting a new car myself. But haven't made up my mind yet. Tell me yours, so I can check it out. Lu Qingqing looked excited. Classic white, are you buying it? I replied super seriously. Though it was clear I was smiling. Forget classic white, really. It doesn't quite suit me. It's just too businesslike. Lu Qingqing didn't expect the tough guy she just saw would buy something so business-looking. Guess looks can be deceiving. When's your paperwork done? We're having a race tonight by the mountain road. Want to come watch? She switched the topic to racing. Figured the car talk was over. So she tried talking about racing. No, I'm not interested in racing. Even if I had no sense of safety, I wouldn't race with someone I just met. Don't even know their real name. Not going to some race with you. Come on, it's fine if you can't drive. You can just ride shotgun. Cheer me on. Relax, I'm not a bad person. If it's late after, I'll drive you home. If it ends late, do you think a regular guy would hang out with a stranger he just met to go racing? I said it very directly. Lu Qingqing didn't know how to respond. For a moment, she actually felt I made sense. What's going on? Grown up so long. It's the first time for Lu Qingqing to be rejected so bluntly by a guy. Now I'm actually more curious. Okay, I get your worries. But hey, we met by chance. If you don't want to race, can I at least add you on WeChat? Lu Qingqing pulled out her phone and showed me her QR code. Held it up to me. I didn't want to chat too much, so I scanned her code to add her. Done. Looking at the WeChat request, Lu Qingqing happily accepted it. I'm off to check out some cars. See you next time. Hope you'll agree to join a race with me. Street racing is like routine around here. Someone's organizing every few days. It's all about the thrill. I smiled without any real feeling. They're from a totally different world. Chances of meeting again are almost zero. I waited in the lounge for almost 40 minutes. Lilith came back, running in heels. Mr. Su, here's your license plate. And all your paperwork is done. You can drive off if you have a license. Ready to hit the road. Here's your car key. And your invoices, please keep them safe. Lilith handed me the car keys and spare key. Then gave me a folder. I took the keys, put one in my bag, kept one in hand. Then started to check the folder Lilith gave me. Checked over it. Made sure the invoice and stuff was good. Then packed it all up. Snapped the folder shut. Looks good. Thanks for handling this for me. I'm heading out now. Having a car will make work so much easier. Just as I was about to leave the Auto City, my phone rang. Saw it was an unknown number. I had a feeling it was Su Xinyan. Probably borrowed someone else's phone to call. I watched it ring a long time without picking up, until it hung up itself. But Lilith took a casual look at the number. Thought it looked familiar, not sure why. But she's just a salesperson, so she didn't say anything. When my phone rang again, I finally picked it up. Hello, is this Mr. Su Nyanbai? Not Su Xinyan, so I relaxed a bit. Yeah, it's me. Mr. Su. Hello. I'm Wu Yutong, manager at Auto City South Jing. Just got word. You bought the Auto City, including all the property. Rental contracts up for the third quarter now, July. Time to pay rent. Wu Yutong's worried since I bought the property. I might have other plans. Just got the message. And rushed to call me. The sale doesn't affect the lease. The rental contract's now in my name. The former landlord probably told you too. Just pay rent to me as agreed, Wu. As long as you follow the contract. And pay rent on time, that's all I need. Anyway, I heard Mr. Wu's lease with the previous landlord is about to expire. If Mr. Wu wants to renew the lease, please let me know a month in advance. If Wu Yutong doesn't renew the lease, I'll have to find a new tenant. Letting me know a month ahead is a must. After all, it's such a huge place. Finding a new tenant is not an easy thing. Of course. If everything goes well, we'll definitely renew the lease. Thanks, Mr. Su, for making things easier for me. If you tell him, Wu Yutong will know. I'm not the kind of landlord who makes things hard for others. But honestly, to be able to quietly control all of Chibwa Auto City real estate, he probably doesn't care about just 1 month like this. 500 million in rent. That's right, Chibwa Auto City's monthly rent is 500 million. That's 6 billion a year. This price is only because Chibwa Auto City is in a remote area. Not many people come here. But it's huge. It's big, and all car brands are here. A lot of rich people only buy cars at Nanjia Chibwa Auto City. No need to thank me, it's mutually beneficial. The previous landlord should have told you about the lease. And showed you the lease transfer agreement. My bank info is on that. Before the 5th of this month. Just transfer the 3rd quarter rent to my account. Don't worry, I'll pay on time. You can tell I'm pretty young just by my voice. But for some reason, Wu Yutong just can't have any bad thoughts toward me. If there's nothing else, I'll hang up now. I'm about to drive. Because of this call, I wasted another 10 minutes. Meanwhile, Lu Qingqing has already picked a car. But the store doesn't have it in stock. She needs to order it. It'll take about half a month to get the car. When Lu Qingqing came out after signing the contract, she saw me just hanging up the phone. At first, when I heard Lu Qingqing call my name, I was confused. I was a little stunned. It took a minute for it to sink in. That's the name I just told Lu Qingqing. What's Miss Lu's name? Miss Lu is so distant. You can call me Lu Qingqing. Or Qingqing, that's fine too. Lu Qingqing gave me a seductive look. She struck what she thought was a sexy pose. I almost threw up my dinner from last night. I've got things to do, so I'm heading out. I gathered my stuff. I walked quickly out of the Porsche dealership. I soon spotted the entrance. The classic white Cayenne just unloaded by staff. I gotta say, classic white Cayenne. There's a reason why it's one of Guy's favorite luxury cars. There's a reason for it. Doesn't matter what others think. I was instantly amazed the moment I saw it. When I got in the driver's seat, I felt like a prince in a fairy tale. I haven't driven since getting my license. Luckily, I found everything soon enough. Feels pretty steady, actually. Drove back safely to Xingyu Mansion. Registered my license plate at the gate. From now on I won't need to register every time I drive in and out. Parked the car in Villa 1's underground garage. Tried a few times. Finally nailed the reverse parking. Back home, I opened my phone. Got a ton of notification sounds right away. Not just from WeChat. Even got some text messages. And a few missed calls. I was a bit confused. Opened one of the texts to check. The missed calls are still from unknown numbers. Probably because I didn't answer. They texted me instead. Judging by the text, I guess the owner of the number should be that person I've never met. From the way they text, I could totally picture their bitter face as they messaged me. Never raised me for a day. All their texts are complaints. I just deleted the messages. Blocked them right away. Want me at Grandpa Sue's birthday party. Just so Su Qian won't worry. Tell everyone at the party that I'm the orphan they kindly adopted. Su Zian is the real heir of the Su family. Yet they still act like I should be grateful. I really don't get what they're thinking. I honestly thought maybe I'm just a pushover to them. I took Su Xinyan's phone number out of the blocked list. Gave them a call. Someone picked up fast. But it wasn't Su Xinyan. It was Su Zian. Su Nianbai, are you the biological son Mom and Dad just found lately? You're that Qian who faints every now and then? You actually sound pretty strong. Are you faking it or what? I can't stand those fake sweet guys. I always want to snap back at them. Su Xian just happened to set me up. I was in a car accident. Fainting is normal. I know you don't like me. If it really bothers you, I'll tell Mom. Once I'm discharged, I'll move out. Mom and Dad are yours. I shouldn't compete with you. Su Nianbai, what exactly did you say to Qian? Why does he want to move out? As his big brother, you should look after him. Not be so jealous. Trying to kick him out of the family. I really don't know. Su Qian heard Xinyan talking outside with someone. She brought up the topic about him moving out. When Su Xinyan came in, she saw Qian crying his heart out, saying he wanted to leave the Su family. He was on the phone with me on the other side. So obviously, I'm blamed for all this. I'm speechless. This is ridiculous. Shut up. I called to tell your mom. Stop calling me. And stop texting me. I'm annoyed. I'm not going to Su's birthday party. So please stop contacting me. As for Su Qian, he's your brother, not mine. Finished talking and hung up quick. Blocked them again. When Su Xinyan wanted to say more, she found the call ended. When she tried to call back, she couldn't get through. With past experience, Su Xinyan knew I'd likely blocked her again. Sister, brother. Su Xinyan hung up. Only then did Su Zian look timidly at her. Tears welled up in his eyes, but didn't fall, which made him look even more pitiful. Just focus on getting better. Forget about everything else. Su Xinyan frowned, clearly showing signs of exhaustion. Lately, she's been busy with Su family matters, and also had to find Su Nianbai, even needed to care for Su Qian. She's so tired her eyes are red. Now, the relationship between Qian and Su Nianbai clearly has cracks. Xinyan just feels mentally tired and physically drained. Sister, is it because of me that brother won't come home? I know I'm not mom and dad's real kid. I took brother's spot. I should give it back to him. As Zian talked, tears started falling again. Don't be silly. You've lived with us for over 20 years. Even if we're not connected by blood, our bond is unbreakable. You're also the big young master of the Su family. My little brother. Nobody can change that. Su Xinyan genuinely cares about Su Zian. Even after knowing Zian isn't her real brother, she never changed how she treats him. The real headache is my refusal to come home. But brother, about Su Nianbai, let me deal with that. You just need to focus on recovery. Here's dinner from Qingjin Pavilion. Eat while it's hot. Sister, I have a meeting soon. Got to go now. Xinyan raised the bedside table, put the lunchbox on it, told Zian a couple things and left. When Zian heard it was food from the Qingjin Pavilion, his eyes lit up right away. But after hearing about the meeting, he looked a bit resentful, but covered it up well. Thanks, sis. You're the best. Zian opened the food box himself, checked the sets of dishes inside, watched Xinyan leaving. He dropped his chopsticks. Didn't eat a single bite. Mission issued. Host must attend tonight's Lu charity auction. Minimum spend, 1. No upper limit. Reward to be unlocked. Auction invitation sent to system inventory. Host, please check. Another day. 6 a.m. again. Woke up by the system's mission sound. When I saw the spending amount, that was basically the finale. Already, my eyes literally widened at the ending. Minimum spend, 100 million. No upper limit, just spend as you wish. Guess they're going big this time. But where is this Lu Group charity auction, anyway? I pulled out the invitation from my system inventory. Carefully checked the lower left corner of the invite. There, in small gold letters, I spotted the place and time. Address, just 9th floor of the hotel. Time, July 4th, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Do you even have to wear a suit for things like this? I'm a little torn now. I've been shopping nonstop these last few days, but I don't think I bought a suit at all. Suits basically need to be custom tailored. Need time to get fitted and try it on. Looks like I can't go to work today. Right at that moment, I finally made up my mind to quit my job. Since I'm quitting anyway, when it comes to what I wear, I no longer have to choose cheap, practical clothes anymore. All the jewelry I bought lately finally came in handy now. By the time I finished getting ready, it was already 7:30. I grabbed the key to the Cayenne and hurried to the underground garage. I sped the whole way there, making it to Dingxi Tower right around 8:30. This time when I came in, even the security guys greeted me with big smiles. Even the front desk on the first floor was glowing. A little nod, just to say hello. Coming back to the 20th floor again. My mood was totally different now. Liang saw me absolutely glowing today, and looked completely shocked. What did you take today? You look so energetic. Sure, this company has good perks, and the vibe here is actually great. But the second work starts, everyone gets a bit sluggish. Didn't take anything, I'm quitting. I'm basically financially free now. Just thinking about all the free time I'll have after quitting makes me feel absolutely amazing. You're really quitting? Liang didn't expect me to quit all of a sudden. We all get along fine. Never heard about any drama with you or anyone else. Of course I'm serious. I'm writing my resignation letter right now. Saying that, I plopped down at my desk, turned on my computer, opened a Word doc, and started typing up my resignation letter. I'll hand off the work I have left to you. But there isn't much anyway. Our company's a design studio, mostly taking orders for custom designs, and I mostly specialize in landscape design. That wouldn't be right. Better wait for your resignation approval first. The boss decides who takes over my tasks. More orders mean more commission for you. But Li Ying's afraid I'll just give them to her. People might start gossiping. It's fine. If you feel it's not right, I'll ask the supervisor later. While chatting with everyone, I quietly started writing my resignation letter. 10 minutes later, I sent the letter to my supervisor. Then I started organizing my tasks. Those not yet started, those half finished, and those returned for revisions. I categorized everything neatly. Before long, the supervisor called me in for a talk. I told you to think it over yesterday. Is this your final decision? He opened the resignation letter I sent. Yes, after careful consideration. I've decided to quit. Can you tell me why? As far as I know, you get along well with your colleagues. My ability is unquestionable. He really didn't want to let talent go. I once helped an old man who had no family at all. He left me everything in his will. When I got the inheritance, I realized I can live off the rent forever. Getting so much money so suddenly. I need some time to process it. To avoid slowing down the company, I've decided to resign. See, boss? Do I look like I believe you? Whether he believed me or not, my mind was completely made up. Besides, I'm an intern. I don't need to give a month's notice. I can leave once I hand over my work. The supervisor tried to get me to stay, but he saw that my mind was set. He had no choice but to approve it. I'm all set. Fine, just finish your handover. And get out of here. Before you ruin my mood further. I finally found a promising kid. Only for them to quit. After such a short time. The boss's heart was practically bleeding. He really didn't want to see me anymore. Thanks for understanding, boss. You're a truly great person. After handing over my work, I'll buy everyone afternoon tea. I basically gave him a nice guy card. And then mentioned the tea idea. Just go finish your handover. The supervisor said grumpily. I hurried out of his office. And kindly closed the door behind me. Seeing me come out, Liang rushed over to ask. I've handed over everything. I just need to pick up my pay. Then I picked up the files I organized. Of all the pending orders. These are my unfinished tasks. I put sticky notes on the details. Ing, you can take your pick. Give the rest to the others. Oh, I'm buying tea for everyone today. Please help me organize it, Ing. I'm on good terms with everyone. But I'm still just an intern. When it comes to organizing, an old-timer like Liang is better. Liang gave me an okay sign. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. She quickly looked through the stack. And chose the ones she wanted. Then she messaged the guys I'm close with to come and pick some tasks. In the staff group chat without the boss, she posted the Shanghai Mansion menu. Sent a screenshot saying it's on me. Then she started an ordering list. Done. Thanks, Ing. I gave Liang a big bear hug. I've been meaning to ask. Why are you suddenly quitting? She'd been holding that in. She finally couldn't resist asking. Hee hee. Would you believe I got rich overnight? I'm telling the truth. Too bad. No one believes me. Liang looked at me like. Do I look like a fool? See? I'm being honest. You just don't believe me. I shrugged and checked their orders. I placed the orders one by one. I took out my phone, opened the delivery app, and started ordering. Liking the names on the list. What's with the tea treat? With all these orders? Your whole salary will be gone. Liang really couldn't understand. I used to be so frugal. Why the sudden spending spree? Like money is just scrap paper. I told you, I'm rich now. I showed off to Liang. The Rolex Submariner on my wrist. That's a nice watch. What brand is it? I'll check it out next time. Clearly, she didn't get what I meant. At the Jinqing Mall across the street, I bought this Rolex. Oh, the mall across the street? Let's go take a look after work. The second half of her sentence trailed off as she realized what kind of place Jinqing Mall is. She gulped hard. Jinqing Mall? One look told her she couldn't afford to step inside. Now she really started examining my outfit today. An LV suit, Nike Travis Scott sneakers, a Rolex on my wrist, and a Tiffany bracelet. If she wasn't mistaken, that bag was an Hermes. So the shoulder bag was real too? As a woman, Liang noticed it immediately. The bag I was carrying. She thought it was a knockoff. But it was actually authentic. You're a dark horse. She wanted to scream at my look. This whole outfit could buy a house in a small city. It totally blew her mind. I told you, overnight. Wealth. You just didn't believe me. I believe you. I'll believe anything now. She's better off than I was. But spending on luxury goods is something she'd never do. Spending thousands on shoes. She'd rather spend it on a good meal. So, what's your plan after quitting? Even though I'm rich now, Liang still thinks a man should always have his own career. No matter how it goes, at least you're not wasting time. I'll rest for a while first. I'm not sure if the system has daily spending tasks for me to complete. I need to observe for a bit. I handed out all my remaining tasks. Once the tea arrived, I said goodbye and left the office. After leaving the Ding's Tower, I went to the only mall left. I remember when I came a couple days ago, I saw a styling studio. Just as I thought. It was on the 7th floor of Jinqing Mall. I found a styling studio there. The place looked really warm and pretty. As soon as I walked in, the decor blew me away. Hello, welcome to Perfect Styling Studio. What kind of makeover are you looking for? Today's outfit totally fits the rich young master vibe. Someone came over to greet me right away. I'm going to a charity auction tonight. Do you have a stylist who's good at this kind of look? Perfect Styling Studio being in Jinqing Mall already proves they're good. Yes, we do. Our stylist, Tony Wu, has done many looks like that. But Tony Wu does cost a bit more than the other stylists. I glanced at her. It's fine, you get what you pay for. Money's not an issue. But let me be upfront with you. I want to feel like it was worth it when it's done. Otherwise, I'm not paying. Of course, our business is about reputation, not quick cash. Please wait a moment. I'll go get Tony Wu for you. I sat down in the chair in front of the mirror. Gotta say, this chair is pretty comfy. The one who went to find the stylist came back soon. But his face didn't look too good. I could pretty much guess what happened. He didn't make a scene in front of me though. So I just pretended not to notice. Sir, Tony Wu's still working on someone else right now. He's not available for you yet. You might have to wait. Or I can see which stylist is free and call them for you. I want someone skilled. If I don't like it, I'm not paying. You're funny. All our stylists are top-notch in the business. They won't mess up their own reputation. After I finished talking, she went to contact the stylist for me right away. Not long after, she brought someone over. Sir, this is Eric, one of our stylists. He's an expert at designing looks for banquets. Here's Eric's portfolio. You can take a look. I took Eric's portfolio and flipped through it. He really has some eye-catching styles. Can you keep it simple? Nothing too fancy. I'm not a fan of complicated styles. They just look messy. And if you're not careful, it might end up looking tacky, even if it's detailed. Okay, let's go wash your hair first. Eric took me to the shampoo area. To protect my privacy, Eric even drew the curtains. The whole styling process for me took a full 4 hours. Apparently, my look was a 1:1 recreation of Daniel Wu's red carpet style. The suit and accessories I wore were all provided by the styling studio. It was all included in my bill. Since I wasn't spending for the auction this time, I had to use my own card. But I've got tens of millions in my account anyway. So it's not like I can't afford a styling session. But once I stepped out of Perfect Style Studio, I suddenly remembered I drove here today. Now I'm all dressed up in a suit, looking like someone entering high society. So I pulled out my phone and booked a luxury car driver online, wearing a black Daniel Wu style suit. Leaning against a Porsche Cayenne, I honestly looked like a sight outside the mall. Lots of girls took out their phones and started recording me. People who start filming without even asking really don't leave a good impression on me. I just don't like it. But since there were so many of them, I could only keep my head down to avoid showing my face directly. Luckily, the driver showed up fast. What surprised me was the driver turned out to be a woman. Hi, I'm your driver, license ending in 546. I double-checked my order details, and after making sure everything was right, I handed her the keys. Then I got into the back seat and headed to Jinqing Hotel. Alright, please fasten your seatbelt. The traffic rules are pretty strict these days. You have to buckle up, even in the back. I put on my seatbelt without another word. Jinqing Hotel is actually pretty close to Jinqing Mall. That's probably because they're both owned by the Lu Group. Even their names are the same. We arrived at Jinqing Hotel quickly. But it was still early, and I didn't really want to go out yet. So I just got a room to relax for a while. I'd head over when it was time. At 7:50 p.m., I went to the banquet hall at Jinqing Hotel. By then, there were already a lot of people at the auction venue. Using the secret pocket in my suit as cover, I took out my invitation from the system backpack and handed it to the staff at the door. When the staff saw my invitation, their expression froze for a second. Then they immediately smiled warmly. They bowed politely. Good evening, young Master Su. Let me show you to your seat. The Lu Group charity auction doesn't have private boxes. All the guest seats are arranged in the main hall on the first floor. Of course, the seats up front are obviously much larger than those in the back. The difference in amenities is like night and day. The staff led me right up to the front row. It's not the very center, but definitely not off to the side either. Honestly, I was impressed. The system never disappoints. I can really see the difference now. I was shocked. Didn't expect to run into Lu Qingqing again. I turned to look at Lu Qingqing. Heh, good evening, Miss Lu. There were a few people with Lu Qingqing. Or maybe she was following a group of people here. When Lu Qingqing called out to me, everyone's eyes were suddenly on me. They all looked my way. Xiaoqi, you know him? That was a woman next to Lu Qingqing, who definitely didn't look very proper. She had a similar vibe to Lu Qingqing, but compared to her, Lu Qingqing lacked that bit of shrewdness. Yeah, I've mentioned him before. The guy who curses really well. Too bad he wouldn't go race cars with me last time. Lu Qingqing looked a little disappointed. I forced a polite smile and gave a slight nod to the group, then sat back in my seat. The others noticed where I sat and gave me some subtle looks. That's a prime seat. The auction was about to begin. I felt someone sit down next to me. I instinctively glanced up. It was the obvious leader from Lu Qingqing's group. The most important one, for sure. I smiled at Lu Wanyun as a greeting. Then I turned back around, trying my best to ignore the people beside me. To distract myself, I picked up the auction catalog on the table in front of me and started flipping through it. At first, I was just looking through it casually, but I actually found a few lots I liked. I made a mental note of the ones I wanted, then put the catalog back on the table. At exactly 8 p.m., the host announced the auction was starting, then left the stage, and the auctioneer took over. The first item up for auction today was a set of white jade jewelry, a pair of earrings, a pair of bracelets, a piece pendant, and a hairpin shaped like bamboo. But this set was donated by a lady, and since they were used, I wasn't interested. Nianbai, are you interested in this set? Want me to bid on it for you? I didn't even notice when Lu Qingqing switched seats to be on my other side, right next to me. When she saw I wasn't responding, she actually wanted to bid for the jewelry and give it to me. Thanks, but I'll bid myself if I want something. I appreciate it though. We've only met a couple times. I don't think we're close enough to exchange gifts. After being turned down, Lu Qingqing looked a bit regretful and had to look for another chance to shine. The jewelry set ended up being bought by the lady who donated it herself for an incredible 1.2 million yuan. I didn't get it, but I was really amazed. Although this auction was for charity, so I guess it made sense. After all, it was her own stuff, and the rules don't say you can't buy your own donation back. Either way, the donation is still made. Soon, the staff brought out the second lot. It was a piece of raw jade that had already been fully opened. This piece of jade was about as big as two adult male hands. It was various shades of red all over. From a distance, it almost looked like a phoenix rising from flames. I was instantly drawn to this jadeite piece. When I first saw it on the auction list, I made a note of it as one of my targets. But photos are not the same as seeing it in person. The real thing is way more stunning. The starting price for the reborn from fire red jade ruff was 500,000. Each bid had to go up by at least 50,000. The auction started. Right after the auctioneer said 200,000. Immediately, someone couldn't wait to make their bid. I watched as the price kept climbing. I couldn't help but sigh. These people really spend like money means nothing to them. As fewer people kept bidding, I finally started placing my own bids. 3 million, just now it was 2.8 million. I raised it by 200,000 all at once. Someone else dropped out then. Nianbai, that's what you call bidding. But I didn't have time to care about that. Lu Qingqing, across from me, just bid 3.01 million. I pressed my lips together. For million, this time. Even Lu Wanyu, who'd been silent until now, raised her brows. This bidding is totally unpredictable. 4.5 million, 8 million. 8 million instantly knocked out. 2 people. Including me, there were only 3 of us left bidding. 10 million. 12 million. I barely hesitated. It really looked like I'd match any bid they dared to offer. Like, if you dare, I'll follow. Nianbai, you're seriously the MVP of this auction. You're bidding without a hint of hesitation. At 12 million, the other side hesitated for a long time. But in the end, they didn't go any higher. The Phoenix Reborn piece, even though it's rare, the best option is to have a master carve it into a decorative piece based on the design. Really put in the craftsmanship. But that's harder to sell. And the price probably won't go up much. At 12 million, there's really no profit. But if you just cut it up for jewelry, that's a waste. Weighing the pros and cons, they ended up passing on it. I managed to win the Phoenix Reborn red jade. I could literally feel my mood getting way better. Afterward, I won a lavender jadeite bangle too. And a Yuan Dynasty blue and white porcelain vase. Lu Qingqing was sitting right next to me. He was stunned by my bold bidding style. Completely speechless. Wait, Nianbai. My name is Su Nianbai. Maybe don't call me Nianbai anymore. Just call me Xiaosu. I didn't expect this either. I just didn't want to reveal my personal info to a stranger. I really shot myself in the foot. Every time Lu Qingqing calls me Nianbai, I feel a strange sense of discomfort. Lu Qingqing went silent. Turns out he was the only one. Genuinely trying to make friends. Nianbai, the auction isn't even half over. And you've spent nearly 100 million. Are you sure your family won't mind? Anyway, Lu Qingqing didn't have that much to spend. This is all my own money. No one can say anything once it's spent. I never mentioned being an orphan. So Nianbai, is your goal that land in the West? A lot of people are aiming for it. I really didn't notice that. When I checked the list earlier, I didn't see any land up for auction. Wait, what land? On the auction list just now, I didn't see any land listed. I was being serious. But when the others heard me, their expressions became complex. It's a plot in the western suburbs. It's right next to the resort the Lus are developing. That land is Wanyun's goal today. Speaking of which, that land seems like a guaranteed profit. I wasn't interested at first, but Lu Qingqing's reminder sparked my interest again. Lu Wanyun sat nearby, listening quietly to our conversation. When you're planning to take my land, could you not do it right in front of me? It's more than just profitable. It's a total gold mine. If I had the money, I'd definitely compete for it. Lu Qingqing is currently still a college student. She only gets a bit of allowance monthly. At most, 20 million. Bidding for land with 20 million is just a pipe dream. You don't have it, but I do. I'm very interested in that land. Young Master Su wants to compete with us? Lu Wanyun spoke up suddenly. Startled, I reflexively backed away. But I quickly regained my composure. High bidder wins at an auction. My words stunned Lu Wanyun. But she soon chuckled softly. Young Master Su is right. High bidder wins. The two didn't speak again after that. I spent another 3.8 billion on a 2,143.516 carat pink diamond. Only because it was so expensive. The more I spend, the higher my rebate. This made Lu Wanyun and Lu Qingqing rethink my financial power. They thought I was joking about the land. Now they had to take me seriously. If I could still drop 3.8 billion, or even more in cash, I might actually win that bid. As time passed, the auction reached its finale. The highly anticipated Western land was finally brought out as the grand finale item. Next up, the grand finale everyone's waiting for. The Western Suburbs land. This plot covers 4,000 square meters. Starting bid for the land is 50 million. Minimum bid increase is 100,000. Let the bidding begin. 80 million. 90 million. 100 million. Just as he finished, bids started flying from the floor. It was incredibly lively. Lu Wanyun and I watched from the side. No one here had spoken yet. Early bidders are just cannon fodder. When the price hits the target range, that's the real battle. Hey, Nianbai. How much did you prepare? Hearing the non-stop bidding, Lu Qingqing couldn't help but ask. I glanced at Lu Qingqing. A brain is a great thing. Too bad she doesn't have one. Haha, Qingqing. Asking that just gives away his hand. Think before you speak next time. Li Xinming coughed lightly, giving her a friendly reminder. Lu Qingqing then realized what she had just asked me. Her face turned beet red instantly. I waved it off. Not really caring. I can spend whatever. I said my budget has no limit today. If I wanted, I could buy out the whole auction. But I'm not that greedy. I only join the bidding when I see something I like. The price quickly shot up to 1 billion. Li Xinming and Fu Zhe and Lu Wanyun were ready to go. I sat up a little straighter. 2 billion. Li Xinming added 1 billion. That knocked out many people. 2.5 billion. Fu Zhe kept up, adding another 500 million. I looked at Lu Wanyun. She hadn't spoken yet. 3 billion. As soon as she spoke, another 500 million was added. 3.5 billion. Nianbai. Do you still have money? That diamond just cost you 3.8 billion. Hearing me bid 3.5 billion, Lu Qingqing felt incredibly nervous. At an auction held by the Lus, if you bid but can't pay, it won't be easy to get away with. In her eyes, the richest were the Lus and Lis, the Fuss and the Lius. But the wealth I showed today rivaled those four families. Like a hidden family appearing suddenly. Of course, I'm not stupid. I wouldn't bid without the money. I know the consequences of non-payment. If I dare to bid, it means I can pay. 4 billion. Lu Wanyun followed me. The price reached 4 billion. Li Xinming was cautious this time, only adding 100 million. But this also showed this price was near his limit. 4.2 billion. Someone in the back bid, thinking Li was tapped out. They hoped to snag a deal. 4.5 billion. Fu Zhe gave no one else a chance. 5 billion. I bid very easily. Hearing my price, Lu Wanyun frowned. This was way beyond their expectations. 5 billion was just for the land. Development would be the real cost. Lu Wanyun wasn't sure if I'd have enough left for the actual development. If I couldn't do it, buying this land would be a waste. Have you considered, young Master Su? What project am I developing after buying the land? The follow-up project will also cost a lot. Su should think it through. Lu Wanyun stopped bidding. 5 billion was their final offer. Any more, and it's not worth it. In the end, I got the land in the western suburbs for 5 billion. Yeah, why did I even buy this land? I was just happy bidding. I never thought about what I'd do with it. But Lu Wanyun's reminder snapped me right out of it. But the auctioneer's hammer had already come down. Even if I want to back out now, I can't. Just then, Lu Wanyun happened to walk past me. He overheard me muttering to myself. He nearly lost his balance for a second. So, they really did get messed up by Lu Qingqing, right? If Lu Qingqing hadn't mentioned the western suburbs land, I probably wouldn't even have joined the auction. Then this land wouldn't have caught the attention of a clueless newbie like me. I thought about it for a bit, and then just let it go. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I'll deal with it later. Most important right now is that I need to go pay. I went to make the payment. I pulled out the black gold card from Subianhua. The payment process went very smoothly. Host has spent 89 yuan at the Lu charity auction tonight. The spending was completed. You've triggered a triple reward of 267. It's been credited to your savings card. Subianhua has assigned you an exclusive bodyguard team, equipped with a 17-seater from Subianhua, plus a nanny van. When I heard about today's reward, my eyes lit up. Just as I was dozing off, someone sent me a pillow. I was just wondering how I could safely take all this stuff home. Now that Subianhua sent bodyguards to my mansion, I felt much more at ease. But where are these system bodyguards anyway? I was just about to ask the system, when suddenly a team appeared in front of me. There were 16 people in total. Every single one was over 6 feet tall. They were walking right toward me. I didn't need Subianhua to explain. I could tell at a glance. These were the bodyguards Subianhua assigned me. All 16 stood in formation and saluted me. They moved in perfect sync. But all I felt was like I'd carried out a whole 3-bedroom apartment. Haha, no need for any fake stuff. I just bought all of these. You guys help me load them into the car. Just make sure I get home safe. I always think as long as I'm not embarrassed, then it's just everyone else who is. I had 16 bodyguards help me move my stuff. I carried all the property documents myself. Other things, like vases and diamonds, I let them carry. After I left with my 16 bodyguards, Lu Wanyun and the others showed up where I was just standing. Wanyun, what do you think? My big reveal tonight totally caught everyone off guard. That plot of land in the west suburbs was bought just like that. What do you think? Me winning that land in the west is all thanks to my own skills. Or what? Do you plan to take it from me now? From how I acted at the auction tonight, it's so obvious I don't lack that 5 billion. Plus, those dozens of bodyguards really made Lu Weiniang think. They weren't just regular bodyguards. Of course not. I was just thinking about maybe working with him. He only bought that land. All because Xiaoqing mentioned it. He probably doesn't have a plan yet. If our project proposal is good enough, there's no reason I'd refuse. Ever since I got that land in the west, I've been thinking if this can work. You're the one with ideas, girl. If we can get him on board, I feel like we'll never worry about funding again. Honestly, even the boss thought teaming up with me was the smartest move. I spent over 8 billion without even blinking. My wealth can totally compete with those land tycoons, even with those families who've been around for centuries. It's scary, honestly. What I didn't realize was that just going to an auction put a target on my money. Now, with 16 bodyguards escorting me, I carefully headed back to Sinuhua Mansion. Luckily, Villa number 1 is spacious enough. Even 16 bodyguards can stay here. Just put everything in my room. Then pick your own rooms. Except for the master bedroom. Choose freely among the rest. The head bodyguard led the 16 of them, carrying all my auction winnings, walking straight to my room without looking around. After putting things away, they quickly left. Looking at everything on my desk, I put the jewelry in the walk-in closet. The red jade phoenix figurine, I just set that out in the room. And other items on my desk, like tables and jewelry, I put in the closet. Task issued. Spend 5 million by midnight tonight. When swiping your card, use your left hand. Reward to be unlocked. When I woke up and saw the consumption task's extra requirement, I went quiet. Isn't this like stepping with your left foot first and then getting dumped? Whatever, I just grumbled a bit in my head. No matter what the system asks of me, I can only follow orders, even if I don't like them. At least I just need to remember to use my left hand for the card. Not too hard, honestly. Casually, I finished breakfast at home. Then drove to my old rental apartment. Even though I moved to Sinew Mansion these last days, I still hadn't packed my stuff at my old rental place. Now that I've quit my job and have 16 bodyguards with me, I figured I'd move everything out fast. Leave everything clear for the landlady so she can find a new tenant. You guys wait here. I'll call you when I'm done packing. The bodyguards actually wanted to come up with me, but I stopped them. There's just one bedroom and one living room in the rental. Having 16 big bodyguards inside would be way too cramped. Really, it'd be a squeeze. Plus, there's a lot of my personal stuff. I'd feel safer packing it up myself. Yes, young master. Their job is all about keeping me safe. As long as that's handled, they have to follow any order I give. I headed to the second floor apartment. I kept it simple. Packed up my clothes and shoes, and all my personal stuff. Then in the group chat the landlady made for our building's tenants, I posted a few photos. Hey guys, I'm moving out soon. I'm here today to pack up. Anything in these pics I can't take with me. If you want something, just come by. Honestly, there's not much. Just some desks and stools I bought while staying here. And stuff like hairdryers and racks. The clothes and shoes, I'm sure no one wants. I just packed my used stuff in a suitcase, planning to donate it later. As soon as I messaged, people started chatting in the group. Some were curious why I was moving. Some wanted to know where I was moving to. And of course, a few got sarcastic, asking if I got rich and don't want to associate with poor people anymore. I ignored those messages. Just sent another group message. I'll be in the apartment for 1 hour. Anyone who wants something can come in that hour. And just take it. I never had much money before, but everything I bought was chosen carefully and compared thoroughly. They're all worth the price I paid. So, when I posted the pics, lots of people were interested. Said they'd head back from work right away. With some time left, I called my landlady. She picked up right away. Hello, young man? Is there something you need? The landlady's kind and energetic voice came through the phone. That instantly put me in a good mood. Hi, landlady, here's the thing. I called before about moving out. I'm dropping by today to move. When are you free? So I can return the keys? I'm not indulging now. How about this, young man? My granddaughter is indulging. I'll let her know. And send you her contact info. Just give her the keys. She only remembered she'd gone on a trip. After hearing I'd return the keys, she kept feeling she forgot something. And it was actually the house keys. Okay, just send me her number. I'll contact her. Alright, I'll hang up now. Wait a second, I'll text you. I didn't have to wait long. She sent me her granddaughter's number. And a voice message. This is my granddaughter's number, young man. Just give her a call. I sent the landlady a sticker saying okay. Then I tapped the number she sent. The first call was hung up. I was confused. But I guess that's normal for unknown numbers. So I called again. Tried to calm myself down. Redialing. Luckily, the second call went through. Hi, I'm Mrs. Feng Shuang's tenant. Your grandma gave me this number. I'm about to move out. I need to return the keys. But the landlady isn't in Dijin. She told me to contact you. So, how should I give you the keys? Should I mail them or hand them to you in person? Either way works. Hopefully no more dropped calls. I introduced myself right away. Then I quickly explained the situation. The person on the other end sounded surprised. After a pause, they finally spoke. Su Xiao. I'm Lu Wanyun. Wait, what? Lu Wanyun, Lu's auction house. Lu Wanyun. Now I remember. No wonder her voice sounded familiar just now. Oh, it's Miss Lu. What a coincidence. So, Miss Lu, do you prefer mailing or handing them over in person? I actually have something I want to talk to you about, Su Xiao. So let's meet up. Lu Wanyun didn't forget. I still have a piece of land in the western suburbs. Okay, when? Where do we meet? This afternoon works. 3 p.m. at Western Coffee Shop. I have nothing right now. Just short on time. I agreed without hesitation. After hanging up with Lu Wanyun, I suddenly heard movement from the staircase. I peeked out and saw the neighbor guy across the hall. His place is also the landlady's house. Sometimes we play games together. Online matches and stuff. We got close after a while. Nianbai, you wouldn't believe it. I just saw a Porsche downstairs. That classic white one just hits different. Man, I'm jealous, Ji Xiaobo said. He naturally grabbed me and pulled me over to the window to check it out. Hey, is it possible? That car's actually mine? But I didn't say that out loud. After all, if I mentioned it, Ji Xiaobo probably wouldn't believe me anyway. If you're jealous, just work hard and make money. Hope you'll be able to afford one too someday. Envying others isn't as nice as having it yourself. Easier said than done. If you're saving up, buying a house has to be the top priority. Want to buy a place in the capital? That's definitely not easy. Don't overthink it. You're the first one here. In this room. Aside from the appliances and furniture the landlord provided. Anything else you like? Just take it. I'm being totally generous. You serious? I remember all this stuff. You picked it out carefully, took you a long time to buy. I wanted a lot of these things myself. Are you moving far away? Not keeping any of this? Ji Xiaobo just assumed. Maybe it's because of work. You need to rent somewhere else. But if you're leaving and not taking anything, that's pretty weird. It's pretty far, and it's just too much stuff to move. I already saved all the links. Worst case, I'll just buy it again. Go ahead and pick quickly. While I still have time to help move some for you. Xingyu Huafu is pretty far from here. I want this one. I've always really wanted your beanbag chair. And that pretty dinnerware set you have. It was already sold out when I checked. Ji Xiaobo walked around the house, holding a pile of stuff. Hey, I called dibs on that beanbag chair. Ji Xiaobo and I just got everything into the hallway. Didn't even get to bring it into Ji Xiaobo's place yet. Suddenly, someone started calling Ji Xiaobo's name. The voice was so shrill I wanted to cover my ears. First come, first served. I already said so in the group. There's more stuff at home. Take another look around. Jiang Qin has major spoiled rich kid syndrome. Ji Xiaobo and I usually don't hang out with her. She didn't speak up in the group just now either. So we figured she didn't want anything I left. Didn't expect her to be the second one back. Now she's fighting Ji Xiaobo over the beanbag chair. I'm really speechless. But since I'm moving out anyway, I don't want to make Ji Xiaobo fall out with others in the building because of me. So I just took the blame myself. Nope, nothing else interests me. I only want the beanbag chair. It's not that I don't like the others. It's just that this beanbag chair is the most expensive thing I own. I wanted something more comfortable. When I got this beanbag chair, I really researched every type carefully. Compared everything. Checked out the reviews and Q&A. The good ones always cost more. Higher quality means higher price. I saved a long time to finally splurge on it. For this beanbag chair alone. I was almost living on plain food that whole time. I said it clearly in the group. First come, first served. And you never spoke up in the group. Xiaobo was the first to return. So what he wants is his. It's my stuff, I give it to whoever I want. If you don't want anything else, then don't bother picking. Honestly, I don't really want to give you anything. Ji Xiaobo gave me a thumbs up. Took out the key and opened the door. Moved all the stuff he picked inside. I'm not a pushover. One or two things Jiang Qin says won't make me back off. Not giving up my stuff just because of that. If you want something, fight for it. Can't just expect people to save it for you. Not even good looking. But sure is wishful. I took time off from work to get back here for you guys. Do you even realize? Because of this, I didn't get paid today. Jiang Qin looked furious. And even shot me a dirty look. If it wasn't for the beanbag chair, she wouldn't have risked losing pay to come back. Like the rest of us didn't take time off too. Can't blame anyone else for being late. Let me say it again. You are definitely not getting the beanbag chair. Right after Ji Xiaobo said that, a girl who lived upstairs came back. She overheard the argument. Didn't know if she should go upstairs or not. 3 guys in a standoff. She wouldn't be able to stop them. Dang Lily, you're back. I've packed all my stuff. Except for the landlord's furniture and appliances. Everything else is yours to take. First come, first served. Only until it's all gone. Even though I'm a guy. Most of the stuff I bought is pretty simple style. So they're totally fine for girls to use. Dang Lily nodded slightly. Carefully avoided Jiang Qin. Then quickly slipped in. Started picking out what she needed. In the end Dang Lily chose a hairdryer. A little side table and a floor lamp. Jiang Qin saw Dang Lily also taking stuff. She got anxious immediately. Didn't care about the argument from earlier. Between Ji Xiaobo and me. She just stormed in and started snatching things. I saw Jiang Qin at the door. Grabbing things left and right. Totally surprised me. Is this really that fancy girl who always insists on perfection? For the next hour, more and more people came back. Soon, almost everything was taken. Only a few odd things left. Since everyone took time off to be here, they grabbed what they wanted and headed back to work. Once the stuff was gone, I called a cleaner. Got the place cleaned top to bottom. Took some photos and videos. And finally wrapped up. By then, it was already noon. I washed my hands. Found a restaurant nearby and got lunch. Then drove back to Xingyu Huafu. Had a meeting with Lu Weining in the afternoon. I even took a shower. Got all the dust off from cleaning. Washed away the smell of dust. Around 1:30 I hit the road. The Western Cafe Lu Wanyun mentioned is near the Lu Group building. I had 30 minutes to spare when I arrived. But I didn't go to the cafe yet. Instead, I got out of the car and walked around to see if there was any place where I could spend 5 million. At 2:50, I finally went into the Western Cafe. Lu Wanyun arrived at the same time. We ran into each other at the door. Ran into Su Shang again. Lu Wanyun saw a whole new me, not like at yesterday's auction. Good afternoon, Miss Lu. Afternoon, let's go in. Lu Wanyun gestured for me to go first. I smiled slightly and walked into the cafe. Lu Wanyun followed right behind. I looked around. Quickly picked a 4-seat window table. Let's sit here. Lu Wanyun nodded politely and sat down gracefully. He already noticed the waiters watching nearby. A waiter walked over. What would you like to drink? A black coffee. Cappuccino. Thanks, I just looked at the menu and ordered. I've made up my mind. Please wait a moment. The waiter turned and left to place our order. The waiter left. I reached into my shoulder bag and took out the key to the rental apartment. I handed it to Lu Wanyun. Here's the key. Everything inside has been cleared out. I also had someone clean the place. Here are the photos and video after cleaning. If everything looks good, let's sign the lease termination agreement. As soon as I sat down, Lu Wanyun saw how I jumped right into business. It threw him off a little. He thought I'd chat for a bit first, before getting to the point. But he actually appreciates my straightforward style. He really dislikes people who drag things out. No problem, the place is spotless. I brought the contract. Take a look. Lu Wanyun pulled out from his own bag 2 copies of the lease termination agreement. He handed one to me. I'm not great at reading contracts, but luckily I have my system to help. Once it assured me there were no issues, I went ahead and signed my name. Lu Wanyun also signed under Party A, noting he was signing on behalf. After all, it was my uncle who rented the place to me, and Lu Wanyun was just acting as his agent. Once the contract was signed, the waiter brought over our coffee. Here's your coffee, please enjoy. Once the waiter left, I spoke up. Miss Lu, you said there's something you want to discuss? What is it? Mr. Su, you probably know. Yesterday's auction was handled by me and Li Xinming. All 3 of us only planned to bid for that Shijiang land. Didn't expect Mr. Su to suddenly win the bid. I nodded. Yes, I admit it. Young Master Su probably just bought it on a whim yesterday. Bought that land. I guess there's no set development plan for it yet, right? Well, I happen to have a plan. Maybe you're interested, Mr. Su? As he spoke, Lu Wanyun fished out another document from his bag. Clearly, he came well prepared. I opened the project proposal Lu Wanyun gave me. It's a development plan for a hot spring resort. That's the land I bought at the auction yesterday. It's right where the gap in the land is. And with this piece added, it just forms a complete circle for the DP project. That's the plan. I checked out the location. Honestly, that's pretty coincidental. But I don't really get it. The Lu Group is so powerful. How could they miss a piece of land? For a development project like this, shouldn't the land have been secured early on? If it weren't for Su Xiao, I'm sure this land would belong to the Lu Group. Lu Wanyun was thinking. It was put up for auction in the first place, just to give the project more exposure. Anyone with some sense wouldn't compete with the Lu Group. But somehow, I came out of nowhere like a fool. And the crazy part is, I actually won the bid. That's pretty frustrating. From what Lu Wanyun said, I could tell she was being a bit sarcastic. Kind of annoyed, but also helpless. I rubbed my nose. Honestly, I didn't think this through enough. Well actually, we can always talk about working together. If there's another auction next time, I just won't compete with you. Su Xiao still wants another round? I'm not answering that. Can't promise you on that one. Let's not get off track. What we're talking about right now is the West Suburb Hot Spring Resort. Partnering up? No problem. But as for how we cooperate, we should make it clear. When I bought the land, I really didn't think that far. If Lu Wanyun hadn't approached me, maybe I'd have sold the land off again. But working with the Lu Group isn't a bad move either. As long as I can make money without doing much, I'm in. I had someone draft a contract. You can take a look, Su Xiao. I put down the project plan and picked up the new contract from Lu Wanyun. Gotta admit, for her to be president of Lu Group at age 25, Lu Wanyun really deserves it. There's no doubt about her abilities. But pretty quickly I noticed. In this contract, my say in this project was really limited. My piece of land makes up at least 10% of the overall project area. But the profit share I get is only 5%. And during development, all the land usage rights would belong solely to Lu Group. As for the development plans in this period, I wouldn't be able to object to anything. Honestly, feels like Lu Wanyun thinks I'm just an easy target. How about this? I really don't know much about project development stuff, so if you guys rip me off, I probably wouldn't even notice. But me? I'm all about collecting rent, so I won't get involved in your project. I'll just use your plan, get a team to build the resort, and all you need to do is pay me rent every quarter. I trust the Lu Group. You guys can afford this rent, right? You won't have trouble paying such a small rent, right? Sure, getting stock options sounds nice. But before the resort turns a profit, it's basically giving the land to Lu Group for free. And there's no income at all. But renting it out is different. Once the lease starts, Lu Group has to pay me on time. Doesn't matter if it's a lot or a little. I just want a steady income. Lu Wanyun didn't expect I'd actually come up with this idea. She's totally stunned. No one's ever proposed this before. Usually, people who want to partner tend to not have much money for big projects. Su Xiao's suggestion is definitely new. But it's not just up to me for this project. I'll need to go back and discuss with the other directors at the company. I'll get back to you, Su Xiao. Take your time, I'm not in a rush. Not like I need that money anyway. When you start the project, doesn't really affect me. But for the Lu Group, time is money. Lu Wanyun took one last sip of black coffee and said goodbye. As the president of the group, Lu Wanyun's time is scheduled down to the second. Spending this long just having coffee with me, it's already pretty rare. She made sure to pay the bill before leaving. I finished my cappuccino, then strolled out of the cafe. I took a lap earlier and found a real gem of a vintage men's clothing shop. The owner is a well-kept middle-aged woman. Her name's Jiang Yakin. She was wearing a tailored cheongsam. Her makeup was flawless. If she didn't tell me herself that she's over 50, I would have guessed she was only 30. When it comes to vintage menswear, I honestly have zero resistance. Seeing a place like this, I had to come over after coffee. I didn't buy anything earlier, though, because I didn't have time. Just chatted with Jiang Yakin for a bit and left. After leaving the shop, I headed to where I parked. Sunyanbai. Right as I reached for my keys to open the door, I suddenly heard someone calling my name loudly. I turned and saw Su Xingyan waving. What are you doing here? Why'd you come here? Do you know what kind of place this is? You really shouldn't be here. This is where the Lu Group's building is. All the buildings around are high-rises. They're all filled with busy office workers. But the Su Group doesn't just hang around this street. No way I'm saying it's because of moving out, or that I was having coffee with Lu Group's president. From the way Su Xingyan looks, he'd just think I'm full of it. Xian is getting discharged tomorrow, and Grandpa's 80th birthday is the day after. You're coming with me today. I'll have a suit ready for you. You need to attend Grandpa's birthday party. I mean, why should I? I never asked to be embarrassed like that. Don't think I don't know. They want to announce me as an adopted son at the party. To take care of Su Qier. That way, I'm part of the Su family, just as an adopted child. So what if I'm not tied to them? Not crazy rich. I couldn't care less. What kind of people think they're some kind of banknotes? So everyone likes them? You're their son? If you don't go to Grandpa's birthday, what will everyone in Beijing's upper class think of us? Su Xingyan frowned, thinking I'm just being difficult. Ask around, Grandpa, in all of Beijing's upper circles. Who even knows that Sun Yanbai has been the Su family's switched kid for 21 years? And you still call me your son. Ever since you found me, have you given me a cent? Have you ever asked how I've been? How much allowance does Su Xian get each month? How much did you give me? What birthday gifts do you give him every year? What have you given me? These should have been mine. I'm already being generous not asking him for it back. Even if I didn't live with you guys, we're still blood related. Got to keep things fair, right? I won't talk about everything else. Just the allowance. Heard Su Xian gets 1 million a month. I'm 21 this year. 252 months, 1 million each month. That's 252 million. As my real dad and mom, my real sister, shouldn't you make up for this? Everything I just said completely shut down what Su Xian wanted to say. He opened his mouth, but ended up saying nothing. Over 200 million in allowance. Su Xian didn't dare respond. The Su family is kind of famous in Dijin, but coming up with that much money at once is pretty tough. Most of their funds are locked in company accounts. And the money in their personal accounts? Honestly isn't much. Not everyone has my back. With a ruthless system supporting them. Alright. I've said many times I'm not going back to the Su family. Just treat me like a stranger next time you see me. It gets annoying always being yelled at by you. After all, you never raised me. I don't even know what kind of traitor you're calling me. I walked past Su Xinyan and sat in the passenger seat of the Cayenne. I gently pressed the gas and sped off. The nanny van followed close behind. Watching the car I drove, Su Xinyan was full of questions. When did I have money to buy a Porsche? But before she could think more, her phone rang. She picked up. Susanana's sweet voice instantly came through. For the first time, Su Xinyan felt a bit annoyed. I have no clue what's going on with Su Xinyan now. Just to spend money. I drove to the famous antique street. Doesn't matter if antiques gain value or not. Spending money is my main goal. I parked in a nearby lot. 16 bodyguards came along. We all walked in together. The street vendors were actively calling for customers. Different sales pitches filled the air. My aim was the antique shops. But there are plenty of antique stores on the street. I went back and forth comparing for quite a while. Before finally picking my target. Just the name Treasure Pavilion sounds lucky. There weren't many people in the store. I only saw someone behind the counter. An elderly man carefully wiping the shelves. He didn't try to greet me when I walked in. He just glanced at me. I feel like this place has some history. Sir, I'd like a set of Yixing clay teapots. Villa number 1 in Sinuhuafu Huafu has a tea room. But it doesn't have any tea sets. I don't usually drink tea. So I never bothered to get one. Today's shopping task reminded me that the tea room still needs a set. So here I am. After hearing me, the elderly man cleaning the shelves paused his work. He placed the items carefully in the display case. Kid, do you know tea? The old man seemed a bit cold. But he answered every question. I'm not lying. I don't really know much about tea. I just need a tea set for my tea room. Price isn't an issue. I mainly just want to spend money. Why buy a Yixing clay teapot if you don't know tea? Just grab a modern ceramic tea set from somewhere. That's good enough. Basically, he doesn't want to sell it. Just tell me what it takes to sell me one. Money isn't a problem. You really want to buy one? The old man looked at me. Of course, as long as you pass my test. Then I'll sell you the Yixing tea set. What kind of test? I looked at him cautiously. I'm not easy to fool. Relax, it's not anything criminal. Just watch me make tea. Successfully brew a pot and you'll pass. He led me into the store. On the tea table, there was even a Yixing Pisho tea pet. The moment I saw the tea pet, my eyes lit up. It's so cute. If I pass the test. Besides the tea set, I also want a tea pet. I'll buy the tea set. Then get some tea. Whenever I'm free, I'll make tea and take care of the tea pet. Alright, I've got a little gold pig. If you pass the test, I'll give it to you.